The warden stared intently at the cake before him, all because a single strand of hair was found in the pastry. He then compared it meticulously to each chef's hair, determined to find whose strand it was. This prison maintained extreme standards for food. They prepared meals based on each inmate's specific requests and delivered them precisely to the corresponding cells. As the platform slowly descended, it had just reached the first level. When the prisoners rushed at the food like starved wolves, the carefully prepared dishes were instantly torn apart and ruined. By the time the platform arrived at the 48th floor, nothing decent remained on the table, only a mess of scraps and waste. Yet the old man before them didn't seem to mind. He grabbed clumps of rice from the tray and shoved them into his mouth. The old man explained they only got one meal a day. Eat it or stay hungry. Glenn lost his appetite just watching, let alone eating anything. But urged by the old man, he fished out a relatively clean apple from garbage. Planning to save it, the old man smiled faintly. Mealtime was over. He finished his last sip of wine, tossed the bottle down the shaft, then spat a thick wad of phlegm after it. This bizarre behavior left Glenn stunned. Just then Glenn began to feel uncomfortably hot. The old man said it was his fault. Unless you throw that apple away. He explained that food only belonged to them. Once it reached their level, hoarding any meant the room's temperature would keep rising until they were burned alive or frozen to death. Glenn didn't hesitate. He quickly threw the apple down. The room's temperature gradually returned to normal. The next day, the old man still ate the messy scraps calmly and hungrily, but Glenn still couldn't bring himself to touch the leftovers and forced himself to endure the hunger. By the third day, starvation finally broke his resistance. Trembling, he picked up a greasy string bean and put it into his mouth. Glenn had to accept this cruel reality. That day, a woman descended on the platform. The old man explained. She came down once every month, searching for her child, it was said. Glenn reached out a hand to show kindness, but she pulled back sharply. The old man warned Glenn not to get involved. Soon the platform descended again. When it reached the 49th floor, two men dragged the woman away. Glenn shouted from above, desperate to help. But seeing the 6-meter drop between levels, he couldn't muster the courage to jump. Then a sudden, sharp scream echoed from below.